How you doing? This goes to DeCarlo. Today we're going to talk about how to end blah forever. Now, how did I come upon this subject? Well, I woke up this morning and truly I lean blah, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, how do I shake this feeling? What I ended up doing was getting on with my day. I started moving on purpose. I started doing the things that I knew that I needed to do. I started something as simple as getting up and taking a shower, getting some breakfast in my stomach. And then I started looking back on my purpose, what it was that I was supposed to be doing today. I had just had a 30-day project, and I had a lot of success with that 30-day project, but it was over. And normally, what you think is once that 30-day project or whatever that thing is over, that success is the byproduct, and you'll start feeling good about having that success. But that wasn't the case. Like I said, I woke up and I had this sensation of blah, like, is that all there is? I didn't want to remain in that state. So I started focusing on what I needed to be doing next. Now, it would have been easy for me to start vegetating and going deeper into the blah and letting that blah get into a place of depression. But I decided that I was going to do something about that state, and I started taking it. So the first thing I did was I got something in my stomach. After that, I went on and got cleaned up and basically started my day. And I started reflecting upon who I wanted to be, do, and have. And I started thinking about my vision. What legacy did I want to leave behind? And I started moving in that direction. I started thinking about this video, thinking about all the hundreds, if not thousands, of people that find themselves in a state of blah and wondering how to shake it. The scripture that came to mind was Proverbs 29:18. And it simply says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Very few people read the next portion of that verse. But he or she that keeps the law, happy or blessed is he. Now, what is the law? Understanding that as you think, you are, you do, you be. Whatever you're giving your attention to at this given moment, that's what's going to begin to show up in your life. So if I had stayed on the trajectory of blah, I would have found myself going deeper into blah. And we all do it. And so then, like I said, blah turns into depression, it turns into hopelessness, and we start wondering, what can I do to get out of this state of blah? You have to begin giving yourself something to work towards. Most people think that at the end of their career, that the goal should be retirement. The problem with retirement is that it begins to tell the body that it's okay to shut down. In other words, that it's okay to die. But also, when you don't have a vision, or if you're not shooting towards something, if you don't have a goal, whether it be a vacation, meeting up with friends, something that you can give your mind something to work towards. If you don't give yourself that something, then what happens is you create a void. You can't operate from blah and purpose at the same time. Blah and purpose can't coexist. You can't have one and have the other at the same time. You can't be operating and living a life on purpose and be in a state of blah. But if you're operating in a state of blah, you're not exercising your life of purpose. So you must begin to do something. You must give your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, something to work towards. And as you give yourself something to work towards, you will alleviate the blah at the moment. But like I said, we all find ourselves in that place of blah and wondering what we need to do. The biggest thing that you can do is give yourself a goal. Give yourself something that you can work towards today. It may be, let me go out and get some shopping done. It may be, let me connect with some friends. It may be, let me do this post. Whatever that thing is that you need to be doing at the moment. You can't focus on doing it and remain in the state of blah. Blah tends to happen when we don't give mind something to work towards. It says that nature abhors a vacuum. If we're not working towards anything, we have this vacuum, and the thing that we're going to fill that vacuum with, if we're not mindful, is blah. You must give nature something to work towards. You must give your spirit something to work towards. And like I said, it's like the person that retires, and shortly after retirement, they transcend and they go to the next plane of existence. A lot of times that happens is because they were working towards a goal of getting up, going to work, doing whatever it was. Even if they didn't like the job, it still gave them something to work towards. Once they stop working towards that goal, once they stop giving mind something to work towards, you're telling mind at that moment that it's okay to transcend or to die. A lot of times people remain alive or become the walking dead long after retirement because the only thing they're doing now is vegetating, but what they're really doing is prepping to die. Creators, you must give yourself something to work towards. You must give yourself a goal. You must give yourself something to look forward to. And as you do that, you're going to alleviate the blah. But like I said, blah and purpose can't coexist. So once you give your mind something to work towards, you're going to begin to alleviate that block. Get up, get out of that bed, go walking, walk around the block, do whatever it is that you need to do to shake off that feeling of blah. Blah rarely coexist with happenings. When you begin doing something, then you discover happenings or happiness. It says that where there is no vision, purpose, goals, the people perish. But happy is he or she who finds happiness. When you start doing, being, and having, you'll shake off that spirit of blah. But you must begin to do something. You must occupy the state of being, doing, and having whatever it is that you've given yourself to do. If you're in blah for, a few days or whatever, and then you finally get up and start taking action, then that's fine. But you don't want to make blah a lifestyle. There was a lady by the name of Mel Robbins, and Mel had just lost her job. It was a very lucrative job, and at that moment, she seemed to have lost purpose. This went on for weeks, months. One day, she was watching a program, and it was about the space shuttle. The space shuttle did this countdown: five, four, three, two, one, and the space shuttle took off. And something clicked within Mel Robbins at that moment that she was going to count off. And once she got to five, four, three, two, one, and she got to one, no matter how she felt, she was going to get up. That activity transformed her life. She wrote a book about it, and now Mel Robbins is on all kind of speaking circuits and everything else. But it was because she took action. I don't know what it's going to require for you to take action, but use Mel's 5 second rule: five, four, three, two, one. And whatever you're feeling at the moment, discount the feelings, but take the necessary action that you need to take. What you're going to find is that as you continuously repeat the process, you're going to rewire your mind and you're going to start to create a new habit. As you create that new habit, you're going to create a new lifestyle. You don't have to occupy the state of blah indefinitely. The only way that you can shake off the state of blah is happenings or doing, being, and having. And as you find yourself doing happenings, you'll find yourself being happier. Happy is he that keeps the law. What is the law? As you think you are. But remember this, creators, that only you can create your perfect world, not God or man. Only you can create your perfect world. This goes to DeCarlo saying, have a great and abundant day.